All right, so here's a quick update on my Emco Concept Mill 155. It used to be here. I've since flipped it and then spun it 90 degrees, so it's now kind of in this corner where the little office where my 3D printers and stuff are. Gives me a nice little walkway corridor here to work. Eventually get some kind of toolbox, tool cabinet with a basic bench there. Still probably have about 3 feet operate keyboard and controls. Plenty of room to get in here. Added, actually that light was there. I added this little strip light. These little spots were here just to kind of shine down into the machine. You know, once I get the machine lights on, it should be pretty bright in there. And then these 2 LED fluorescent banks. So plenty of light to work with. This is a little Pelican case I got with drawers that I've kind of grid-finity'd up a little bit and started. I've got some collets and some tooling started and stuff. Don't like it on the floor, but until I figure out what I want to do back here, I'll do that. And then lovely view outside. Plenty of access over here, another 3 feet or so. You can see I kind of marked it down here. So there's, you know, access to the coolant. The side panel, I can get in back there if I need to. And then, you know, power switch and stuff like this. And then my 240s over here. So I think I'll power up my phase converter transformer stuff here and then maybe run it up onto this little loft area. So it's not mounted to the wall here. It's actually up there, and then just cable it over and into the machine as I need to. And then I think I'm going to do maybe like a temporary plastic curtain, you know, just to keep it separated from the wood shop side when I'm doing heavy wood shop stuff. Something to think about there. But yeah, there's the machine, and then I got some goodies here. First one I got was a newer keyboard with a shit ton of macro keypad buttons on it. This actually came out of like a point of sale keyboard is what it is. Full size, full number pad and all that, and then a whole row of custom macros, which is nice. All the tool holders, I got all but one out of the machine. And then I just 3D printed these little SK30 holders, and then some little 3D printed tags that I can, you know, then take some label maker tape or something on, or eventually 3D print actually what the tool is and stuff. Eventually down the road, got a little blowgun from Harbor Freight, and then 3D printed up for some mod vices, which is in this pile. So it's on this machine work stuff. Got some mod vices here. So this should be, yep, the little feet, the user manual, some bolts and stuff like that. This should be the main control box, because this was the lighter of the 2 boxes. Yep, there it is. Big old on-off switch. Nice. So this I might mount on the wall here somewhere, probably so it's closer that way. But also, since I can get a remote start cable to like lengthen this one, so I may even mount this up here just so it's out of the way, and then cable it down. Okay, and then this is the 150-pound something. This should be the motor. There it is. Sure, that sounds lovely. Yeah, there's plywood in the bottom that it's mounted to. Amazon was actually running a sale on this like a month ago. So I took advantage of that and bought this about a month ago. So this will get wired to the control box. And then after this gets stepped up from single phase to 3-phase, I need to add a transformer after this between this and the machine. And that's still probably another $1,200 that I gotta spend and get ordered. So that'll probably be another month or so off. But I can probably at least start wiring this stuff in, getting it prepped. And then I've had this table for a little bit. I kind of like it here. I might actually stay here with the chair. Kind of like a little workbench here, because this one is a work surface, but there's no seating area, so this could be a good inspection or prep area, since there's not much room back here. And then there's the machine working here, blah blah blah, and then I think toolbox, something here a little higher, maybe even to get this up here, maybe even wall mount that since it's so thin. And then I've been poking around in the machine a little bit. You can see I pulled the screws off. So this, they said this was like a 10.7 inch touch, or 10.7 inch screen, I think. So I got like a 10 inch touch screen, which is actually a little bit smaller than this one. So if I go to swap this out and upgrade to like a Linux CNC or something, I could get a touchscreen in here and just make a new bezel for it, or maybe even find a newer screen. But what I found digging in back here, really a lot of these controls I think I can kind of hack around and reuse through Arduino. Yeah, so I think definitely these buttons I can kind of repurpose. I think these I can repurpose. These will take a little bit of work to redo, but all of these buttons can be reused and then actually add in a couple more. These can be redone, and then I think it's just a matter of getting a different driver board for that monitor or wherever it goes into this PC. Yeah, I think it's just kind of changing out the brains of this back end here, and I can repurpose this stuff for like Linux CNC or something. So if I do want to go touchscreen one day, I could, but if I can get all the buttons working, I don't think I will actually, because then I'll have, you know, full keyboard and mouse with macros down here, and then every button known to man up here for this machine. So I don't think the touchscreen would actually get used that much. So I may keep this display if it's actually good quality. Yeah. Coolant tank's just kind of in. No coolant, no other fluids. Still haven't powered this guy up, but hopefully we're about a month out. Maybe at the end of the year, the new year, we'll get there. Cool. So it's been a couple weeks since that last video. Here's kind of the last couple things I got. A big old on-off shut-off switch that'll go between the phase converter and the transformer. And then I got my step-up transformer here to go from 240 or 200 to 400. You can also do like 600 or 346, 480. It's kind of a good auto transformer that can do a whole bunch of stuff. So my plan, here's the back of the machine, here's the side of the machine. I've got my phase converter mounted up here now. I think I'm going to do my cutoff switch between the phase converter and the transformer. Maybe down there even, I don't know. And then either the transformer here on this wall, or up top where the motor for the phase converter is. I haven't figured out yet. It's kind of big and heavy. It's bolted to a pallet right now, so more than likely it'll go right in this space. And then I've got power 1, power 2, machine power.